All right. How we doing? How we doing? That was a good one.
Good night. Eli, you called Peyton out tonight for never going to the grocery store. How often do you go grocery shopping, and what are your go-to items?
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm not a big grocery store guy either. Yeah, I think it's one of those deals where I used to go, then the wife would just get mad at me for always getting the wrong things. She asked for butter, I got margarine. She asked for, milk, I got whole milk. She wanted 2%. I usually come back with a ton of King's Hawaiian rolls, and but don't forget to get turkey and stuff. So I just made a lot of mistakes. Was it on purpose, or was I being smart so I wouldn't be asked to go to the grocery store ever again? We'll never know.
Right back to the game. Not the best game from the offensive perspective
Ooh,
tonight.
yeah.
How hard was it trying to talk about defense and special teams out there tonight?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, when we're analyzing punts and whether, the guys stepping in the end zone and, we're looking, we didn't even have field goals to talk about, really. It's just a lot of punts, 3 and outs. Tough to get into the flow of things. I'm fine talking about defense, but I like to talk about like the defense when they're being, successful plays are being run against them. Hey, this is what the defense did wrong. This is what the defense should have done here. Not defense is doing great. Defense is just dominating. That's not really fun for us. We like the breakdown of things being successful, not things getting shut down.
You had your boss on the show tonight, Bob
Yes.
Iger. Do you plan to ask Mr. Iger if you could get a promotion to become Peyton's boss?
I mean, I assume the promotion is already emails, already on the way. It's probably in my inbox right now after that performance that I had and just Peyton, not even know what the score of the game was in the fourth quarter of 2 minutes. I mean, holy fumbles. But but he obviously I didn't call out my brother. I wouldn't have called him out at all. He called himself out. So I just kind of let it go. That's what a professional does. That's what the real leader of the show does. And so, Mr. Iger, it was great to have him on. Obviously, you don't become a successful executive like him without recognizing talent, and I expect to be recognized very quickly.
Peyton talked about his first experience playing in Green Bay in cold weather and his entire line being in long sleeves during the game. What is the protocol for linemen wearing sleeves during games?
Yeah, no lineman can wear sleeves in games. I knew that very early on. Our offensive lineman, Sean O'Hara. I mean, we played negative 20 degrees in Green Bay. We played another game very cold late in the year, January. You can go back and watch the film. Our offensive lineman, no sleeves. So I mean, you can't. I think if you run out there and everyone's got sleeves, the Packers are going to look at it and be like, this thing is over. We're gonna beat this team. So it's not like we're not a dome team. We're from New York. We used to, play in the cold, play outside. We're used to windy, cold games. So, can the quarterback wear sleeves? Yes, yes. I had to keep the arm warm. I had to keep my hands warm. Different deal. They're out there. They're hot. They're fine. No sleeves for offensive linemen.
Eli, Quinta Brunson said on the show tonight that she was raised to hate you. She grew up to be incredibly successful. Do you think that hating you was the key to her success?
Unfortunately, maybe, and that hurts me. That's I never thought of it that way. That people are being successful for hating me, and it's working for them. So yeah, that hurt. It just kind of hurt the ego a little bit right there. But she's from Philly. They're obviously been taught to hate everybody. I don't think it's really necessarily personal against just me. I think it's Giants players. I think it's Cowboy players. I think it's people from the Washington Commanders. I think they hate everybody. I mean, they threw snowballs at Santa Claus. So like they hate Santa Claus. So I guess in that sense, when you think about that they hate everything and every person not from Philadelphia, it makes you feel a little bit better.
Quinta flipped the bird on the show tonight, and it seemed like you encouraged her to do that. Do you anticipate having to pay any potential FCC fine since you instigated that moment?
No, I think she was just saying we're number one. I think it was just like we're number one. We're on ESPN two, and like maybe the just two, and just putting fingers up to say the two. So I didn't see it as a double bird. It might have looked like one, but yeah, I think we're fine. I don't expect any fines for that one.
Hey, Eli, you mentioned that Peyton used to get mad about horse collar tackles as a kid. What penalty did he call the most on you as kids?
Well, in pickup football, he used to call a lot of illegal formations. And I'm like, come on, Peyton, it's backyard pickup football. No, you can't have 4 receivers to one side of the center. Not enough guys are on the ball. I mean, we didn't even have a center. We just said, we didn't have anybody snapping it. Where's the line of scrimmage in backyard football? It's just kind of a general area. So that was probably the most annoying thing. Yeah, he did not like getting tackled by the neck, though. He can't grab by the neck. A lot of it to our oldest brother Cooper, but yeah, the illegal formation and backyard football. Come on, give me a break.
Eli, you guys are now halfway through your run of 6 Manning casts in a row. How are you feeling, and what do you need to finish this stretch strong?
Well, we need some offense. We need some touchdowns. At least we had a tight game. We had a couple good 2 minutes right before halftime. Kind of a it got a little exciting there at the end today with kind of the Eagles going for it on 4th down from the 35, not getting it. And we tried to get Shane Gillis off the show. He wouldn't leave the show. He was staying on. Just said, no, I'm riding this out with you. So there was some excitement there, but some more offense, less punts would be good. But I think we're the good thing is you're getting into a rhythm. I think you're getting into the rhythm of the week, the flow of everything, the preparation. Peyton has you would think because we have a great rhythm that maybe the voice memos from Peyton would go down and you get less of them. That was not the case. This might have been an all-time high for voice memos. Also probably an all-time high for voice memos I didn't listen to either. So it just kind of works hand in hand.
Eli, Peyton asked you to stop saying shell tonight.
No.
Would you like to say the word shell again by explaining again what you meant by the term shell?
It's like a shell. It's like a turtle shell. It's just like, it looks like that. There's people down here at the bottom. There's people up here at the top. It goes around. You're guarding something. That's what a shell. A cover 2. I don't, if you say cover 2, people don't know what cover 2 is. People don't know what cover 4 is. They know what a shell is. They can see that. So I think, again, I'm explaining to everybody that, what kind of defense they're in.
All right, Shane Gillis on the show tonight. He said that he went to a football camp in high school and ran a 6-second 40.
Yeah.
What do you think your 40 time is these days?
Well, I think I'd run a 5.72 right now. And that's like right now. That's no stretch. It's me going outside on the field in my sneakers, in my quarter zip, in my khakis, 5.72 first try. So I think that's pretty good. Not bad for a 44-year-old. I would definitely beat Peyton in a 40 if you were going to ask that. Would I beat Shane? I think I would. I think I'd beat Shane right now. I think Shane's probably 38, but, with the mustache, he might be tough. Without the mustache, I think I'd definitely beat him.
Eli, you guys had Quinta Brunson and Shane Gillis go on the record tonight about the tush push, but people want to know where you stand. Should the tush push be allowed?
I think the tush push is fine. I mean, I think it's still a quarterback sneak. They just do a good job of getting low. We talked about Kelsey kind of showed it pregame of just get low, driving. Peyton did something pregame, or I think he was trying to resemble the tush push, but it didn't look like it. I couldn't really understand what he was doing, but he was in an Eagles uniform and maybe he didn't even snap the ball, so it's hard to tell. I don't know something was going on, but I'm actually okay with the tush push. I think it's a play. They just run it really well, and people can't be upset that they can't stop it.
All right, last question. You have a very engaged YouTube audience these days.
Ooh.
We got a comment from ChemiCloud6443 who says he's interested in going into business with his older brother, but everyone is telling him not to.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do you have any advice for someone contemplating going into business with an older brother?
Yeah, do not do it. YouTube person who sent that, Kimmy Cloud, do not go into business with your other brother. They'll send you voice memos. They'll send you emails throughout the course of the night and expect you to respond at 3 a.m. You wake up at 7. You have a cup of coffee, and then you get more emails. Why haven't you responded to the email that I sent in the middle of the night? I just avoid it. It's not worth it. It's just going to be a headache. And Peyton and I, do we talk to each other still? On TV, but that's about it. Don't do it. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you very much.